defense unable to do consistently tonight, Dwane?
Well, just getting stops, getting consistent stops. That's been our bugaboo all year. We go in spurts where we play in desperation mode on the defensive end.
Yeah.
And, the other times they make us pay. And until we do that, we're going to have a long rest of the year. And I've told the team that until we commit to playing defense and worry about our defensive rhythm more so than our offensive rhythm, it's going to be a long year. Because, again, this is about making the other team getting stops. It's about getting stops and then think about scoring.
The pace of the game seemed to be theirs because of the defense and their style of play. You guys were prepared for that, but how did they impose that consistently over the whole game?
Well, they did. I mean, the one thing about it, we were double teaming. That caused some of the situation. Their pick and roll attack, got us a little bit. But the main thing is the fact that one-on-one defense, keeping the ball in front of you, containing the ball, not getting broken down, which causes a chain reaction, and that's where it starts. We got to get stops. We got to contain it, keep it in front of us, and then challenge it. Yeah. And it's simple basketball.
Yeah. What did you think of Kyle's performance, first one back after a while?
I thought that, as the game went on, he got his rhythm, got his feel of the game, he got his conditioning, he got his legs back as the game went on. It took him a little while. But again, I thought he gave the effort on the defensive end. He was into the ball, as far as on the defensive end. And then I thought he found the shot late.
Dwane, did the rebounding numbers speak to the defense perhaps as well? I mean, they seem to control that.
Well, it did. It really pounded us on the boards. That was one of our things. Long rebounds, short rebounds, getting us pushed around in the paint. That was one thing. And getting second attempts at it. And that was one of the things going in, is making sure we get a body on somebody, whether it was guards or bigs. And I have to look at the tape to see exactly what the breakdowns was as far as rebounding is concerned, but that's always been a huge concern.
Sort of an uncharacteristically quiet night for the bench, Gravis, Lou.
It was, and again, those guys have given it to us. Lou had a rough night, which we missed, and Gravis had a rough night, which we missed. Their punch off the bench, they just could not get it going for whatever reason. But again, I thought in the second quarter they came in and gave us a spark, moving the ball, getting the ball to the second side and defending. When they came back in the second half, they couldn't get it going.
You had Kyle coming back, but you put Terrence back in the starting five. Is that something, do you want to get some continuity there?
Well, we're trying to, Michael. That's one thing we got to do, is get Terrence back and going again. We need his offense. I thought he did a decent job defensively. In certain spots, I got to look at it again to see exactly where it was. But we got to get him going. He's our three-point threat. He opens up the floor for Kyle and DeMar, gives us spacing. And again, it's nothing that James has done wrong. But again, James has played well. But again, from a spacing standpoint and on the offensive end, we need T. Ross in the lineup.
You mentioned before the game that all these changes, or even with just Kyle coming back, there might be some growing pains. And it kind of looked like it.
And it was, and that's probably what happened to the bench.
Yeah.
The rotations, trying to get that back in. We got everybody back healthy now, and so we got to get that rhythm back, get our rotations down, and again, stay together and keep working on improving. And again, the guys were dejected after the game. They were down, but again, if we fight and scrap and play in a desperate mode the way we ended the game for the entire game, we won't feel like that.
Dwane, Jonas tonight, like long stretch, were you just trying to find something for Al?
We were trying to find something for him, and again, we were double teaming. We were in scramble mode once they got going. That hurt us from keeping him in. Again, probably should have got him back in, but I just thought the scramble group, Amir, Pat, JJ, was going to give us a little bit more speed and quickness. But it totaled us on the boards.
Dwane, towards the end, out of desperation, you pushed up and you pressed. Might you employ that at some point earlier?
Yeah, and that's something we may have to look at if we're going to play small in that situation. I thought we were effective with it in the end. I thought our guys got into them. We got the tempo to our pace a little bit more. So we have to do that. We have to be careful, not to wear guys down, because that takes a lot of effort and a lot of energy. But when we're in the scramble mode, again, you can be in the scramble mode in half court. You don't have to wait till you get behind and be in scramble mode, and that's kind of what we wanted to do and intended to do, but we didn't impose our will on them.